Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome to a special edition of American Truck Simulator. As what most of you guys should probably already know now is that SES has finally put out a beta. It's not an official update yet, but they're releasing this beta out to the public, and we're gonna do a little tour on this. And no, we're not gonna go to New Mexico or anything like that. I wish it would have included that, but it is what it is. But we got one thing better. But with this update, we are now allowed to haul doubles. So that's what we're gonna be picking up today is a not two. We're actually gonna pick up a triple set. I'm talking about 3 trailers, and we're just gonna run with it. This will be interesting. Even in real life, I never have even touched a triple set of trailers, let alone 2. I've hauled like a 53 foot, but nothing like articulating in the back and so forth. So you guys might find it interesting to see how much I screw up. But we are going to be doing that today, guys, and see how it all works out. But as you can see right there, we already could see our trailers up here. And please note too, guys, that I am not using a whole lot of mods. The ones that I am using is my updated skin that I did previously, like yesterday, and I released it on Steam. And I think that's about it. Oh, and the truck sounds, they're still in there. I could tell you guys from that, like, that's one of them things you'll probably never have to ever worry about, like, for it to make the game crash, just for the simple fact that that wasn't SES's plans to, like, kind of rearrange everything, if that makes sense to you guys. I'll go into more detail on that here later, but let's go ahead and hook on to this trailer and we'll go from there. Just slip it right in there. But that's so funny that SES actually, it looked like they changed the deal. Then you're all hooked on. Awesome. Then usually truckers do, they go over there and they kind of make sure it's not going to come off on you. Then after that, they're set to go. And look at this bad boy. 3 sets. This is going to be interesting. And let's get going. Let's see how well my truck pulls it. And it's only 45,000 pounds, which I'm surprised. I figured it would be a little bit heavier. But yeah. Huh? Yeah, we're driving a truck. My little girl's over here talking. You guys could probably hear her too. Uh-huh. This guy is just gonna have to wait. There's no way in hell. Well, I'm gonna try this, guys, but we are going to do. This is probably gonna be a little bit of a long trip, guys. Even though that we're not going that far. But yeah. Hopefully we could all. I may just have to knock down that stop sign. But you'll see how we get over here. And that guy isn't moving for crap for us. I didn't hit that guy. I still had some. Ooh, he's actually backing up for us. Awesome. I figured I hit him or something, but this guy is actually backing up for us. It's about time, buddy. I get them price off of him. Alright, we are cleared. I'm gonna have to get used to that, guys. Give him a friendly gesture. Interesting. But anyways, now let me get back to where we was going. We are going to Elko. It's not that far, but like I said earlier, this may turn into like one of my longest videos. And God who knows of how we're gonna unload it. I can't imagine ever doing anything like this. And I didn't even think that like triples in America or in the United States was even legal at all. I never did know that until this was released. But someone also mentioned too, like back in I don't know, quite a while ago, but over there in Australia you'd have them, I guess the trains pretty much. They would be having like 4 or 5 trailers on a single truck. And that makes me wonder, why would they even do that? Seems to me like you'd waste more time just trying to get to your destination than you would actually making any kind of progress with that kind of deal. It would be, to me, it would make more sense to actually just put the damn things on a train and ship it, besides doing all that kind of garbage. But I don't know, that's just my opinion on the matter, but I find this one especially interesting. I know if I ever had to do anything like this, I would have to definitely tell them, hey, I ain't doing it unless you pay me like some bukus of money. I find it really interesting that you're actually able to do it. And supposedly it's just over here in Nevada that it's only legal over here in the United States in Nevada. Surprised that there's still like an errand sign. I've pretty much wiped out all my mods just to test this game out, or not this game, but the beta out. And for one, I'm usually not a fan of betas. I just wanted to do it to kind of, just to see what it was about and just to make a video on it. I figured you guys would find it pretty interesting too. I'll go outside the cab. We're hauling, guys. How long that is? That's what, 2 of them is what, 43? How much is that, like 60 foot? You guys would have to tell me on that, because I am really not sure. My truck seems like it's doing pretty well hauling it. I could definitely see myself getting stopped like that. What seems weird too, this 45,000 pounds, it seems like it's a little bit more heavier than on, like, during the previous game version. It seems like they kind of messed with the weight on here, where it's actually, it feels a little bit more heavier. But I'm really not sure. I think what I'm gonna probably end up doing is probably just running it about 60, maybe 55. Kind of nervous to go any faster. It's kind of cool how them trailers, they just follow right along with you. Anyways, I made that on Steam a while back. I made that a little comment about them, about SCS being funny with their kingpins, but previously them kingpins looked like a it looked like a little sex toy, like a vibrator or whatever. This stuff was funny, and the only reason why my brother, he was the one that pointed it out to me. I was like, that really does. But I put that on Steam, made a big joke out of it, and it looks like they actually changed the kingpins and what they look like. Yeah, anyone's wondering about the scan too, I updated it. I've been working on it for like 2-3 days, and I finally got it up on Steam. I think it was yesterday. That's a whole lot better than that green color, for sure. I'm glad that I took the time to redo it. I really wasn't planning on doing it, but I was like, I need to get some more followers or whatever, you know. And I got a whole lot more response to this scan. That especially that green. But you guys could head on over there to the Steam Workshop, look me up, and just subscribe to it, really. And that's that. And with the mods too, guys, what I was mentioning earlier with the mods, you kind of risk putting mods in like betas because a lot of times it could usually end up corrupting your previous game files and stuff like that. It's always best practice to just completely start a completely new profile, so you won't have to mess with it unless you know what you're doing. But that's the best practice to do that. But if you don't want to do that and you want to use your current stuff, I highly advise you get rid of all mods, especially pertaining to ones like, for instance, they changed the articulating stuff on the trailers and stuff, and in turn, which means that they went over there and messed with the coding and different stuff like that. And all the previous mods that you could use, it may not work because the coding's a little bit different from where the game is used to, and it'll end up crashing the game that way. But like with your paint skins and engine sounds, pretty much stuff in that nature, accessories that don't hardly ever get changed, 9 times out of 10 they'll always work in every beta, from what I could say right now. Now this may change whenever they start putting a little bit more stuff into the like accessories, like for inside your truck and stuff. So that stuff may change, so don't go over there and hold me to that. And just a little disclaimer here, I am not responsible for your game crashing. I'm definitely not responsible for your files getting corrupted because you didn't know what you was doing and you didn't follow instructions. So yeah, but that's the best practice to do it, is just make a completely new profile, number one. If you don't want to do that, just make sure you get rid of all mods that's pertaining to the major updates. Trailers have to go. Vehicles, if they change the flares on the traffic mods have to go. All that stuff has to go. Because 9 times out of 10, them are the mods that will crash the game because it's conflicting with the coding inside the game update. I hope that makes sense to you guys, and I'll leave it at that. And like I said, I am not responsible for any kind of game crashes or game corruption. Other than that, most mods, your simple mods will always work. I'm being a little safe. Dropping it back down to over here. We got what? 190 more miles to go. What's crazy is it's like, I wouldn't really call it crazy, but I'm over here. It's like probably almost 7 o'clock over here in the afternoon in Texas time, and I'm over here drinking coffee, playing the truck game. But overall, from what I can tell right now, everything looks clean. It looks legit. It doesn't seem like it's bugged out anywhere. Hopefully that light will turn green where we could just catch it. Ain't gonna happen. I'll take a good look outside the truck. I had to take a screenshot of that too. Sorry if that interrupted anything. Take another one. Awesome. Yep, I caught that light for sure for doing that. Hell, it's all worth it, right? Come on, light. Burning daylight. Nope, grinding gears. Highway 93. We have a train up here too. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. My little girl, she's just talking away. trying to figure out like just kind of the directional on the way the trailers move. Got all quiet there for a second. I remember whenever the rescale happened, I was traveling on this road going like 65, 70. I ended up flipping my truck over. I was going way too fast. Adjust my angle. Doesn't have to be too sharp. Ooh, that was nice. That was nice, guys. I give that an A+ just by that. Should have probably took a screenshot of that. Guy's not gonna make it. These trailers feel a lot more heavier than previous. Try to take as many snapshots as I can. Might have slowed down anyways. Gotta be a little bit rough. It actually wasn't too bad. One thing I found interesting too is that they had that on that California highway. They had on Highway 1. Supposedly there's that. It's not supposedly. It did happen, but that landslide over there, which SCS made a detour route. They closed the road system on the game off for realistic purposes, which I'm completely fine with. I'm glad that they're doing something to that level where it bring out more not content, but like a kind of what's the best way to say it? The best way to say it, I guess, is diversitize it, I guess. Make things a little bit more interesting. But the thing is, what I would rather see, like a, have you guys ever been to like road construction where they go over there and close off one lane, or they make this, they pretty much just shrink it down to the bare minimum that you can barely fit a vehicle through it, and let alone a semi-truck. I wish that they would have done something more to that level than just completely shutting off the road. I figured that would be a little bit more interesting if they did something like that. But I also too understand, like, that would create so much more time and resources just to pretty much redo, say, 15-20 miles of road. I understand why they wouldn't, but I think in the future they need to create like some random events like that where they would actually close off parts of the road for construction or whatever reason. That's something that what needs to be kind of put into the game, just to keep everything, just like make people want to keep coming back. What's this douchebag doing? What a retard. Is definitely a lot heavier than normal. It feels a lot heavier than 45,000 pounds. I can't get over it. It drives a little bit differently. See, we're already coming down to like almost 50 miles an hour. This will definitely drain your gas tank. We can make this corner up here without tearing anything up. I'm almost tempted just to go ahead and use my flashers. Judge that. stuff is actually pretty cool, man. I'm liking this. Now for one, I probably won't stay in public beta. I'll probably, after I have this video all set up and done, I'll probably opt out of it. I don't want to make too much of a spoiler, I guess. But yeah, I'll probably opt out. I'll opt out of this beta, then go from there. And hopefully it'll release in like a couple of days. Doesn't that just piss you off? You get up and go in and you have to just stop? Just for some crap like this? I'm glad that they had the way stations, don't get me wrong, but they need to put some more. They need to go over there and like implement it. Do it right. And especially if you already have that, you already have supposedly it's not supposedly, but you have your law with the triples where it's only going to be a Nevada thing. So they need to go over there and do the time and make it illegal to be overweight. And even right here, the trailer is overweight unless it's different over there in Nevada. Usually, from my understanding, is that you can't have no more than 80,000 pounds in the U.S. driving on the highway. Now, this may be different in the Nevada, I'm not sure. So anyone could tell me differently. I'd probably believe it. I'm surprised that trailer even stretched all the way across that scale. I got 11 miles to go. I'm just so curious to see how we're gonna be able to park this thing. My truck is a little bit underpowered for this load. It also just may be in my head too. I'm not used to like hauling these kind of trailers. At least I could say I did it in a game, I guess. I usually hate these lights. They always turn yellow right when you get up there. See, like that. I was just tempted to go ahead and just stop or run it. But they always do that. Well, we're over here in Elko. Pretty much arrived. I can't take a screenshot now. Holding up traffic. nice. I've been turning the directing it the right way. I'm hitting even the trailer like goes right into the line where it needs to go. I'm impressed with myself. A little bit too soon. How this one works out. Might as well do a full stop. I usually do them California stops. Well, this is the moment of truth, guys. See how the SCS does that. Watch it be the most insane thing. At least it's not completely outrageous. Just gonna have to keep it really close here. I think we could just pull it right in there. Thinking anyway. that is crazy. I'm just trying to get it on that. I can articulate it around. I have to be out of the truck on this one, guys. Get in there already. Well, that's not gonna work. I think I've caught myself in a jam too. What a mess. That is crazy. Now it's just more about like trying to get out. Now after all, this is the beta, I can always blame it on them. Low air pressure. Whoop-de-doo. That is so strange, guys. Let me have that air pressure build up and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Hopefully we got some air pressure. I'm gonna just probably have to turn it around and restart, but there's no way. That's when I wish you guys would be able to talk to me. It's about the only way that I could really see of us being able to park it, really. I'm just just don't have any more solutions. And hopefully I won't jackknife it. Be a good time for a street. Low on air pressure again. Looks like. We'll try it somewhere. I already know I'm gonna have to jackknife it a little bit. Just to get out of here, kind of reset. No, I didn't jackknife. Thank God. I was like, well, there goes my money. Alright, let's pull out of here and we will kind of come in here at a better angle. Might have to take a block or two. Had to take another screenshot. Let's. Oh, we better go off this way. No, I think we'll be fine this way. I think. Man. I bet them people, he's taking off with my load. Get back here, you son of a bitch. Yeah, at least I could go discover a road that I never have messed with yet. I'm taking down turns like extremely wide. That trailer's actually turned pretty good. doing, I'm gonna have to scoot over to the side whenever I go in there. I'm gonna have to, like, I think it's gonna have to be almost, like, literally perfect almost. But we shall see. Once again, this is take 2. See, the only thing that I'm thinking of is, like, we're gonna have to keep it as close to over here as possible, then veer off back to the right of us. That's my thinking. Because you want that trailer almost to clip that barrier, but at the same time you want to cut it like extremely sharp over here. Back up a little bit. At least we know that we can get out of here, guys. Try to keep it to the side. That's the best thing that I could suggest. See how close, and that's still, it's bent. But we'll see, hopefully. It's almost like if we just restart. Wish I could see that. Hard to see in the cab of how close you are to the walls. And straighten it out. Let me see real quick. Oh yeah, I think we got this one beat. Yes, we got it, guys. Awesome. Woo! Hell yeah. Well, guys, I think that is gonna wrap up the video. I think that's a good stopping spot. Now I need to go drink up 10 more pots of coffee for that crap. I'm glad SES did that. That's it. That is fun. That brings it to a different level on that one. I'm glad that they did that. That was exciting, and I hope you guys liked watching that. That was interesting. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and until next time, you guys have a blessed one and be safe out there. See you guys.
The only way you'll ever be. Yeah, you can sleep at night after what we had in